Pierre Poilievre has had it up to here with Justin Trudeau. He's giving a final warning. I guess it could be perceived as like a threat, but yay, we finally need somebody in Canada to actually hold Justin Trudeau accountable and make these types of decisions or take these stances against him. Welcome back to another video, everybody. Before we get into it, I want to encourage you to give a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps grow the channel, as well as say, hey, look at my background. It's different. It's a lot less messy. I just rotated my desk around and now you get to look at a nice painted wall, and it's going to be decorated as the days go by this week. I'm going to be getting lamps and this and that, and I'll be displaying my merch there. Speaking of merch, there's a link down in the description as well as the pinned comment below for the Keep Calm Never Vote Liberal collection. You've got hats, you've got shirts, you've got hoodies, you've got coffee mugs. My stuff is on the way. I'm very excited. Got my wife a really good hoodie. She's very excited about it because I like to have, you know, the temperature in the house a little bit colder, especially in the summertime. It's like too hot out there, so I run the AC a little bit cooler than I should. So she's always wearing a hoodie, and it's like, oh my God, sweetie, turn the AC down. And I'm like, no, I'm paying triple carbon tax. Who gives a shit? Anyways, let's get into it. Let's see what Pierre has to say, what he threatens against Justin Trudeau. Pierre Poilievre threatens to filibuster budget bill if Liberals don't meet demands. Good job, man. Good job. We need somebody to take that action. A threat comes as MPs gear up for their summer break, which, if you aren't already aware, the politicians have like the cushiest job in the entire country. We thought teachers were pretty lucky with their like summers off, 2-3 months. They get to go on summer vacation when the kids go on summer vacation. Politicians actually do that as well, but for significantly longer. I think end of June is when the House of Commons takes a massive break. All of the members of Parliament that are from around the country that are all in Ottawa during the sitting of the House, they all go back to their, you know, wherever they're from. And yeah, they take a massive break. So the news kind of dries up a little bit in the summertime, which is why they're trying to get everything in right now, make the threats, make the demands, take their stance before Trudeau goes skiing in Tofino or sorry, not skiing, go surfing in Tofino or summer glacier skiing in Whistler. Flanked by conservative finance and middle-class prosperity critic Jasraj Singh, the better of the Singhs, not to be confused with Jagmeet Singh, very different and important to know that, and Conservative Deputy Leader Melissa Lantsman, who's extremely based, and other members of Parliament. Conservative Leader Pierre Poilievre speaks with reporters in the foyer of the House of Commons Monday, June 5th in Ottawa. Conservative Leader Pierre Poilievre is threatening to use procedural tools to delay the federal budget in the House of Commons if the Liberals don't meet his demands. Now, you're going to want to stick around for this full video because we're going to be reading this article in the Toronto Sun, but then we're going to be looking at a press conference of Justin Trudeau who acknowledges this. And it's not parody. I wish it were. I wish it was like an SNL skit, but it's actually real life, and Trudeau stands by it. So you're going to want to stick around or just fast forward to that part if you really desire. During a news conference Monday, Poilievre outlined 2 conditions to avoid potential filibustering by his party. He called on the federal government to present a plan to balance its budget in order to bring down inflation and interest rates. That seems very reasonable. I think we would all really appreciate that. He also demanded the Liberals cancel any future increases to the carbon price. Once again, I mean, let me know down in the comments if you think that we should be taxed more, because if that's the case, I really don't think you should be watching these videos because it's just hurting Canadians. If you have that idea that Canadians deserve to be taxed more and we should increase taxes and give the government more of our money so that they can go waste it on stupid things that just don't work, then yeah, then bless your heart, as they say down in the South. If the government does not meet these demands, we will use all procedural tools at our disposal to block the budget from passing, Poilievre said. Those tools include amendments and lengthy speeches. Oh my God. That would be pretty crazy to see him do like a 20-hour speech. So like they have to let him finish talking and he just doesn't. He just drinks coffee and Red Bull and stuff like that. In my mind, it's like a movie. I don't think it would work in that sense. These tools include amendments, lengthy speeches. He said Poilievre threatens. Poilievre's threats come as MPs gear up for their summer break, with the Commons set to rise June 23rd. Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland tabled the 2023 budget in March after promising to keep spending plans restrained given inflation is still high. However, the fiscal projections in the budget show no end in sight for federal deficits despite the fall budget update in November projecting a balanced budget in 2027 and 2028. Following the release of the federal and provincial budgets, Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem said that while government spending was not helping to bring down inflation, it was also not pushing it higher, which is an opinion piece. It's not factual. Government spending is most certainly pushing inflation higher. And this all would have been avoided if the government decided not to print billions, borderline trillions of dollars. And if the government managed the money a little bit better and decided not to spend billions of dollars on proxy wars overseas, that have absolutely nothing to do with Canada. Anyways, let's get into this video here of Trudeau giving his press conference speech. Now, the person who posted this is a Liberal. Poilievre said I think so. Poilievre said his priority to stall the budget despite majority support in our comments. Poilievre's priority is to frustrate democracy. Poilievre's priority is 900 plus fake amendments and filibusters. Our priority is the economy. What's yours? Member of Parliament. Oh, okay. So it is an actual Liberal MP. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, I mean, you got people saying, is this parody? Your priority is economy. No, it's not. Our priority is the economy. I mean, Liberals just get absolutely demolished and trolled on Twitter and all social media. We can all agree collectively that the Liberal government, whether they deep down their intentions are to actually fix the economy and make things better for Canadians, their actions prove otherwise, and so do their words. They might deep down sadistically think that they're doing that, but the reality is, let me be clear, the reality is they are not completing that at all. Without further ado, here's what Trudeau has to say.
Hi. The Conservative leader is threatening to block the budget and bring forward 900 amendments because of what he calls your government's inflation-fueling actions. I'm wondering what you think of this characterization and of the demands that he's made of your government.
The Conservative leader has no plan for the economy, proposes nothing but cuts. When he's blocking the budget that voted on, is passing through the House with support of a majority of parliamentarians, he's blocking things like the doubling of the tax credit for tradespeople on their tools. We know how important it is to get the construction season up and fully running through this summer, and yet the Leader of the Opposition is blocking tax credits for tradespeople for the new tools. He's blocking the anti-flipping measures that we brought in this last budget to protect homeowners and home buyers from speculation. That's going to have a direct impact on Canadians. And he's blocking the enhancement of the Canada Workers' Benefit, which is going to continue to put more money in the pockets of hardworking Canadians who are struggling to get by. These are real-life consequences for the political and partisan games that the Leader of the official opposition is engaging in. The Conservative leader stood against dental care for kids. He stood against help to lowest-income renters. And now he's standing against all the measures that will help in the budget, proposing instead to cut programs and leave Canadians on their own. That is not how you build a strong economy. It's not how you create great jobs into the future. So we're going to continue to put support for Canadians at the centre of everything we do in these difficult times, despite the Conservative leader's effort to harm Canadians so he can attack this government.
I don't know if anyone can truly agree with what Justin Trudeau has to say. The reason why people are against these failed programs are because they are what I just said. They're failed. The whole childcare, $10 a day childcare, that's something that I would directly benefit from. If it's there, I would love to say, yeah, I have a kid. It's like 8 months old. And childcare, if it's $10 a day, is extremely affordable. Now, why would I be against that if it would greatly benefit me? $10 a day childcare is pretty phenomenal. Well, the reason I'm against it is it doesn't work. There's limited seats, limited opportunities for that. There's a massive waiting list. It's just not rolled out properly. And if you're going to do a program, it kind of discriminates against people because it's like first come, first serve, or there's a diversity, checklist and things like that. Like it doesn't work. And so the free dental care for kids under 12, again, why do they think that's going to work? You're spending billions of dollars on overseas proxy wars that have nothing to do with us. If you really care about our democracy, you care about our economy, which he clearly has stated that is the case, then they would be spending the money a little bit more wiser. Like, I don't know, clean up the streets. People don't feel safe, even in small towns. It just reeks with homelessness and drug addiction. Like, you have so many real issues that affect almost everybody versus a small amount of people and going after those. But that's what the Liberals do. They like to go after minorities, fix them, and farm votes instead of just fixing massive problems that everybody would greatly benefit from. So I'll pass the question off to you. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about Trudeau, again, still broadcasting and trying to gaslight people that he is doing the best for the Canadian economy and that Poilievre is a monster when Poilievre's background is economy? He's gone to school for economy. So I would rather trust that than a substitute failed drama teacher who had a child sign an NDA. Anyways, that's what we're going to end the video, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, as well as visit the merch site, which is linked down in the description and the pinned comment below. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for making it to the end of the video. If you want to support the channel financially, you can do so by checking out the merch shop linked right up there. Or if you want to do something for free, which is also absolutely acceptable and highly encouraged, you can subscribe right there. If you want to continue watching videos like this, you can do so by clicking or tapping right there to watch the next upcoming video. And if you want to watch a little bit of different content, but also Canadian stuff, you can do so by clicking right up there. That's my second channel, House of Canada, also known as the House of Commons Highlights. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.